There's one thing that's gonna make or break whether you attract what you want into your life, and it's words. And there's 3 phrases that we use on a regular basis that actually block and stop the manifestation process from working. So if there's something you've wanted to attract into your life and it hasn't happened yet, it's probably because of these 3 words. This is Jake Ducey with JakeDucey.com, and let's dive right into the video. Number 1, yeah, but I want that, but I'd love to make $1 million, but I mean, it's easy for you to say. I get this one all the time. Yeah, but you're successful because you teach stuff on the law of attraction. All the people that teach that are successful. Anytime that you say you want something in your life and you use the word but, after that, you're describing why you can't have it. Time spent rationalizing the mediocre is taking away from time spent creating the miraculous. Subconsciously, your life is governed, and every word and phrase that you use has an imprint on your subconscious mind. Anytime you say, I'd love to attract my soulmate, but you block it. You can have anything that you want if you don't rationalize why you don't have it yet. Albert Einstein said that logic will take you from A to B, but imagination will take you anywhere that you want to go. It's just that what we do is we rationalize why we can't have something. And I invite you to get rid of that phrase and simply say, I know, ... Instead of, I really would like a raise, but I haven't been at the company for very long, and I mean, I really like a raise, but I don't know what my boss would say, and I don't know what I'd do, if he gets mad at me. Instead, let's change it to I know. I know that I can provide more value at work and get a raise. I know that I can double my income. I know that my soulmate is out there. No but, no explanation. You are an extension of pure source energy of God, of the universe. And by being here alive, manifested in a body, you deserve whatever it is that you desire, and there's no explanations necessary. Start to say, I know whatever it is that I want to attract into my life. When you get rid of rationalizing, that energy can be spent creating the miraculous. Number 2, it's always been ... Have you ever heard that one before? It's always been so hard for me to manifest more money. It's always been so hard for me to find a good guy, for me to find a good girl. You don't understand me. It's always been so hard. I always had trouble with this. I always had trouble with that. Anytime you carry your past in your consciousness to decide your future, you block the future you want and recreate the past. Abraham Lincoln said the best way to create the future is to predict it. It's just that most people are predicting their future based off of what happened in the past. To think what you want to think is to think your truth regardless of the appearance of things. To think what you want to think without looking out at the world and saying, yeah, but what happened last week? Yeah, but what happened the last 5 years? Where have my tax returns been the last 3 years? Where's my salary been the last couple years? How have my last romantic relationships went? Yeah, they're not that good here and here and here. And we carry that around. We define our level of intelligence based off of our GPA in college, which might have been 30 years ago, 20 years ago, 10 years ago, 3 years ago. And we carry our past with us. And what I invite you to do is to understand that you get to think whatever you want to think. You get to place any ideas that you want in your mind. You can carry around why you can't create what you want, or you can let it go. At some point, I had to let go of the idea that I was too young to be successful. I used to tell myself that. And one of my mentors, Bob Proctor, I told him one time something, I said something about why I didn't have what I wanted, and I rationalized it with my age. And he said, here's what you gotta do, Jake. Don't ever say again your age to me. I was rationalizing it out of my past because people had told me I was too young to get my first book deal and things like that. And I carried it with me. What are you carrying with you? What are you willing to let go of? Are you carrying around your past? Think about it. We wouldn't have cameras. You wouldn't even be watching this video if somebody carried their past around with them, because they would have been like, well, you can't do it. The same thing with airplanes. I'm visiting my family right now in San Diego, and I just flew from Hawaii, and I'm seeing all my family and having a great time. I wouldn't be here if the Wright brothers didn't say, yeah, but there was a lot of smart people that tried to fly an airplane. It's never happened before. Why would it happen now? When you carry your past with you, it's impossible to create your future. When you carry your past around with you, it's impossible to create your future. Let it go right now. Focus on what you want and the possibilities rather than the blocks to those possibilities. Number 3, I wish. I really wish that my boss would be nicer. I really wish that my husband, my wife, my romantic partner, I really wish that they would take personal development seriously. I really wish that I had some more opportunity and I went to a better college and I would get paid as well as Billy or as well as Susie. And I really wish that I had a different this and that. I really wish. Every time you say I really wish, what you're subconsciously saying is I really don't have. That's all you're saying. I really don't have. The subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's not real, and it doesn't have the ability to rationally think about what you say. It just accepts it. So when you say I wish, the subconscious mind, you say, I wish I was making $100,000. The subconscious mind doesn't say, okay, Jake would like to make $100,000, let me help him out. The subconscious says, I'm sensing a lack of money in your consciousness. Therefore, let me embody that reality so you can go through that challenge more so that you can work through it. It just accepts the dominant energy that comes out. Wishing and hoping is implying the fact that you don't have the innate capacity within you. And you may say, well, how do you think about how already having something if you don't have it? Be grateful for the possibility that one, it already exists, and two, it technically is already out there. Just break it down rationally. Let's say you wanted $100,000. Be grateful that there's so much money in the world that you could easily earn $100,000. It would never take away from anyone because there's a totally infinite supply and there's more money printed every single day. If you wanted to attract your soulmate, they're already alive. It's not like they're not alive. Be grateful that you haven't matched up to realities yet, and be grateful that you now know that it's totally 100% guaranteed not only to happen, but that they already exist. And for all the past lovers that you have, get in that state of gratitude and you immediately dismiss the energy of, I really don't have it, but I wish that I did have it because it'd make my life better, and right now it's not as good as it could be because I don't have this thing outside of me. And when you do that, you're free. You're free to create whatever you want, and you're free to feel peace regardless of what's happening around you. Number 4, it's not working. I get that one all the time. I'm trying to attract things into my life. It's not working. I've been listening to your success hypnosis and it's great, but it's not working. If you haven't yet, I've got a success hypnosis. I've used it for like 5 or 6 years to retrain my subconscious mind. You can download it down below, jakeshypnosis.com. And people will use that, or they'll work on affirmations, or they'll work on their soulmate or whatever it is to attract into their life, and they're like, it's not working yet. As soon as you say it's not working, you shift out of the new consciousness you're trying to embody and you move into the old. The old paradigm is attached to time. Albert Einstein said time doesn't exist in our linear world. But as we're attached to like, yeah, this is a big thing and it's been 3 weeks and it hasn't happened yet, and when I check, this is a small thing, it should already be here. My soulmate's not here yet. And I haven't attracted more money yet. You immediately shift back in to the fact that the possibility isn't there. And the invitation is, everything is two things. Everything is the presence of it or the absence of it in your life. And either energy that you're coming from is imprinting upon the emotional mind, the subconscious mind, the unconscious mind. It's imprinting upon the habitual mind. Those are all three different words for the same thing. And the emotional component is impacting it and saying, there is a possibility of money or there's an absence of money. There is a possibility to attract the soulmate or there's an absence of it. There is things to be grateful for or there's nothing. There is hope for the future or there's none. And the energy, the emotion behind the phrases, words, and sentences you're saying are impacting it. It's not happening is implying not only is it not going to happen, but there isn't anything on the way. Remember, you only see a little bit of visible light. There's just like a dog whistle that blows and you can't hear the dog whistle. You can see only a small portion of visible light. There's way more happening. Lack of evidence isn't evidence of lack. Comment that down below. Lack of evidence isn't evidence of lack. Stay in harmony with what you want and don't get persuaded by the old senses of the outside world. All you see in this present moment is just a reflection off of your old reality. We dismiss it and we get in touch with our inner vision to create what we want. All right, this is Jake Ducey with JakeDucey.com. Today we talked about 3 and one more, which was 3B, ways that we block the manifestation process. Yeah, we do that. We block what we want from coming into our life by the words that we're using, because those words are sending signals to the subconscious mind that either attract what we want or block what we want. So please rewind this video back through, download my free success hypnosis down below, jakeshypnosis.com. Be sure that you press the subscribe button in the corner right over there and hit the bell notification. I'm even getting messages from people that say that they're subscribed but they aren't getting notifications anymore. Make sure you hit the bell notification, because that's what notifies you for new videos. I'm wishing you an amazing day and I'm wishing you a joyful day. Thank you for watching these videos, and comment down below my favorite phrase: lack of evidence is not evidence of lack.